There's a lot of stuff happening right now in Grand Summoners, and one of the things is a Demon Lord Vox banner, surprisingly, out of nowhere. This shitty summon's probably going to be on the shorter side, even though there is a lot to talk about. It's not going to be as crazy as you may think, because it's Demon Lord Vox. Now, I don't say that as Demon Lord Vox being a bad unit. Demon Lord Vox is actually an insanely good character if you're able to run him on respective team. He's very similar to that of Kenshin, where Kenshin's really good with mono-light characters and humans, but if you don't have that team, then that unit just gets significantly worse. Demon Lord Vox was technically the first of this iteration, because he was a unit that was all about being on a mono dark demon team if possible. If he was on a mono dark demon team, not only did he give everybody on the team art gauge just because they were demons, everybody's stats up as well. He was also able to hold 3 out of the 5 mono dark relics, and mono dark team has actually gotten a bit better since the last time Demon Lord Vox was here. We actually had Samurai Rimuru come out, and Samurai Rimuru was a great addition, being able to give DR to the team for about 70 seconds of a quest. Also having art gauge, a really good super art, being able to buff up everybody's super art damage with his art. Overall, a very solid character that also strives on being on a mono dark demon team, which would pretty much mean that him and Demon Lord Vox should probably be best friends in most situations. This is where it kind of ends. Demon Lord Vox is mainly just a mono dark demon unit. If you cannot use him on a mono dark demon team, or if we're going to broaden the spectrum just a little bit, a demon team, he gets significantly weaker. He's not like Holy Knight Roy or War God Finn or these other characters that can just be thrown onto a team because they're going to be able to do some kind of work even if they're not completely optimized. Not to mention, a lot of the mono dark demon setup is very pricey, I would say, considering majority of the characters are actually from crossovers and not GS specific units, which unfortunately locks out a good bit of new players and people who maybe just started within the last couple months from all the other mono dark demon options, further lowering Demon Lord Vox's value, because he's more so a unit where you just had to be there, man. You really did have to be there whenever he first came out. And also, since we're not getting Summer Rosetta for it seems like a while, since Farron is literally next week, it's possible that if you do get him, your mono dark demon team won't be fully functional for quite a while. So unfortunately, Demon Lord Vox is not really that good unless you already have all the other pieces available to you. Let me say for my new players out there, Dark Rivy is actually a really good pickup. If you don't have another Type B Archgener, if you don't know about Archgen types, you can actually see it in game now. Just go onto the game and use these filters. If you see any other character that you're currently using in this filter, then don't worry about Dark Rivy. But if you don't see a character you're using with this filter on, that means that you're able to use a Type B Archgener because you don't have another one. She's a Type B Archgener that's able to give even more Archgen once you have her Magia Drive Unlimited activated. But I do have something else to add to this in just a second once we talk about the verdict of this banner. Edge Bwick is the next character. He's a really strong attacker. I like him. Well, I'll say really strong. He's not as strong as a lot of the other attackers we've gotten nowadays, but really cool. I love his design. He actually got buffed recently on JP, so that's cool. I don't think we'll be getting those buffs on global, unfortunately, just yet, which kind of sucks. I would love to actually see that get rushed to global. Has some of the coolest animations in the game, just unfortunately is way too hungry when it comes to Archgen, and it's really hard to build a team around him, especially as a brand new player. Even as a vet, you'll struggle to get this guy really off the ground and running. Now, to the verdict. Demon Lord Vox is just not worth it nowadays, man. It's really hard to recommend summoning for this guy unless you just have all the other pieces and you really want that mono dark demon setup. Here's the thing too, is that if your mono dark demon team was already pretty good without Demon Lord Vox, then you have to decide if his value is enough to warrant you summoning for him. Me personally, I would just say that if you were already doing really well, clearing a lot of the hardest stuff in the game with your mono dark demon team, you probably don't need Demon Lord Vox. If you do want him though, I would recommend that you don't use crystals on the banner and try to throw Alk summons at the deluxe step up Alk. Dark Rivy is the character here that I think has the most value as a new player, because not only is she just a solid Archgener, she's an awoken unit, meaning that it's going to be very, very easy for you to just acquire her strongest form as a brand new player. However, here is the big catch. If you are a new player that wants to get Farron, then I would actually not worry too much about this Rivy, because Farron is going to be some type of Archgener. We already know this due to her description that they showed off for her. I'm just going to tell you right now, Farron is definitely going to be leagues ahead of Dark Rivy when it comes to just overall damage and just the unit in general. So if you wanted to save for her, then skip that. Which pretty much means that this entire banner is the ultimate skip fest and truly a trap banner. But hey, you guys let me know down below what you all are going to be doing. By the way too, we may be live streaming tonight. We'll have to see how it goes, but Persona 5 X is coming out, so I might be live on the channel. If I am, stay tuned, check it out. We'll be playing through it, trying to get a lot of stuff going, and maybe even making a few videos on P5X. If you guys are going to be summoning, hopefully you get Demon Lord Vox within like one alch, or maybe if you throw a multi at it, hopefully you get him within the first multi. Me, myself, I am saving till Farron comes out. I'm going to be grinding mines like crazy to get as many crystals as I can before this thing drops. Oh, and one more thing before you all leave, don't forget to drink water.